Certainly a monk making wine is quite natural, but he just might have been making mead too. And I think that's what we're going with. That's not a wine crate he's carrying. It's a mead crate. So I'm going to cut a piece of wood. This is what the hinge is going to attach to. So this will just attach back here. And that way there'll be plenty of wood for it to grab onto. I'm keeping the Cellarer prop on this hand truck, just that it's easy to move it in and out, particularly if it starts raining, like it's been threatening to do all day. I can quickly wheel it back into the garage. But down here, you notice I left this open, and that's in the event that I end up needing to run some wires through here. I can end up fishing them out through the back here. So I've just left myself plenty of room to be able to work with. Now we're just going to tack it in place with some glue and nails. And now I'm just cutting out some decorative parts for the front of the crate. What I'm going to do is attach these pieces on the sides here like this, as if it was an actual crate that was made and not just a wood box thrown together. It'll also serve to hide the edges. So this is the look we're going for. Nice. And there'll be one going across the top, one going across the bottom. And I think that'll give it a nice crate look to it. And then I'll make my pattern in here. No longer is it going to be grapes, but rather a beehive. And then it'll say mead. Okay, so here's the crate. And it turns out I didn't have a thin enough piece of plywood scrap. So I'm going to go with the 3/4 inch. I've cut it to size. And now what I'm going to do is just trim the edges up so you don't see the plies in the plywood. Then I'll attach it with a couple of hinges. I got some hinges here. Just put 2 of them on in the back. And that should be sufficient just to be able to allow the box to rattle up and down. Pretty damn complicated box for something that's just a prop in itself. Has anyone else noticed the trend I overly complicate a process? You could have just bought one of those crates and made a lid out for it. So what I do now is attach it to the Cellarer prop. I've made some mounting blocks because it's going to be going through hardboard, so I don't want it to rip through the hardboard. So I made some mounting blocks, and we're going to put them through the block and then into the hand. All right, I wasn't able to film the attaching process, but it was basically me putting screws into those little mounting blocks and then through the side. And then you can see back there into the arm where the wood attached. On this hand though, it was too far away for the screw to reach. I only had a 2.5 inch, and I'd probably need like a 3 or more to actually hit the wood. So I ended up putting in a lag screw in there, a 1/4 inch lag screw, and that's what's holding it in there. So now I've got that support standing there. That was what was holding up the box while I screwed it in. Real test now. I'm going to take that out and see if he tumbles over. Well, looks like he's holding up. I may end up putting some weight in the back here, whether it's a brick or heavy stone or something, just so that the center of gravity isn't pulled too far forward. Of course, I can always, weight him down in the back too. I'll definitely secure him in some fashion for when he's in the haunt, so he doesn't topple over, because he does look like with constant banging he might fall over. So ultimately, I might not end up using this box. I started off with an attempt to make a lightweight box and ended up making something fairly heavy. I just may end up getting one of those crates from Home Depot or AC Moore, or I'll check on Amazon or something like that. Maybe make a lid for that and use that instead. A lighter weight box just might be the best solution. It was a fun exercise in building a box. And maybe I'll now have a storage box for something. Who knows? Maybe I can use it somewhere else in the haunt. We'll see. I just might end up keeping it. Not quite sure yet. Okay. If you like what you see, give the video a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to the channel if you'd already do so. That way you'll be notified right away when videos like this are posted. Alright, thanks for watching.